Hello everybody, welcome to Bass and Bonsai. Blockhead, sort of. We are getting out here. We just had some rain pass through. We're on the tail end of it. It just got far enough south to hit us for a little bit, but it's cleared off a little bit. If you guys can see out there, it's coming from this way. There maybe in an hour or so might be a little more rain. That actually could be a good thing. Oh yeah, check out Charles got a new ride. You guys can see that from there. You know what that is? Yeah, Bronco Sport. What is that, the Outer Banks edition?
Yes.
Yeah, I got the Inner Banks edition Ford F-150. Anyway, we're gonna get out here on the water and catch some largemouth bass. I just want to talk about this real quick. Give some of you guys maybe an idea. If you've got a boat, say with a foot operated trolling motor, and you have to like raise your foot up and you either can't or you don't want to cut a hole in your boat to, you know, put that thing down. You can actually raise yourself up, as you'll see what I did with this. These are little like yoga foam blocks or something to do with like fitness kind of deals, but you can get these at Five Below or probably all over. They're like $5 a piece. So you can see I have 4 of them here, and I just plop them down in my floor of the boat, and they're very light. I don't even know what that weighs, like a couple pounds maybe. And it lets me set that much higher to where my trolling motor, and I'll show you right here. So you kind of have to decide which way you want it to go or whatever. But I can set that right there. Move the wires out of the way. And then when I stand, the trolling motor, well, I can't get it to turn right now, but it lets that, like there's maybe an inch from being level. It's like way better than having your foot down here and then raising your foot up there. All day long, that can get kind of annoying, kind of put you a little off balance. Trust me, that's way better, and it's like softer on your feet, even if you have shoes or you like to fish with flip-flops. I don't fish with flip-flops. Charles, you fish with flip-flops? Well, hey dudes and Crocs. We're manly men around here, right Charles?
Yeah, I got my Mr. Lens.
Anyway, buckle up, hang on. This adventure starts in a minute. Let's do it. Look at that. That thing's just like gliding through the air.
Yeah, some things. They eat a lot of fish.
Ate a lot of, let's shoot it. No, look at that bent back, broken neck looking S waver. That's like a neck is like in the shape of a perfect S.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, at least the white ones look cooler than those gray, bluish ones. All right, let's go. Let's go. Charles is cheating. I've still got the oar in my hands, trying to get us off the bank. Charles is fishing that crazy new little,
Floating jig head.
right, floating jig head. You could actually do a Zinkers the same way, but if you have a not Zinkers,
Nice.
yeah, or a big A baits, you could probably rig one up like that on that little deal. And he's got a little, like a,
Trailer.
was it on that trailer? Which one was it on that time?
It was on the front hook.
It's on the front hook.
Yeah.
Trailer hook's kind of just back there just in case.
It's a hit short.
So let's go. Charles, quit cheating. Let me get my, I ain't even got a rod out yet. And we're going to just jump to this dude right off the bat. This is the bait that I caught. The only bass I caught on a chatterbait yesterday was on this bait right here. So we'll just switch to it. We got low light, but clear water. Black and blue gold blade. And I have a funny feeling we'll end up doing exactly what me and Matt were doing yesterday. We'll get soft plastic pitching up into that grass before this day's over with. Totally different body of water, but same kind of deal, I think. Uh-oh. Nope. Okay, maybe, I don't know if the color change did it or we just finally moved up enough. But Charles, I'm loving this rod for chatterbaits.
Yeah.
Right in the nose.
Where you want it?
There we go. First fish is a whopper. Not a plopper, just a whopper. Love these baits as trailers. I do not love them like I do Z-Man though for sticking on. Z-Man, you need to copy a close copy anyway of the Baby Rage Menace. Now somebody's gonna comment the goat, the baby goat, or the whatever. I don't really like those. I want a thinner. Well, it's starting to be like Cheech and Chong. Things are tough all over, I guess. I set the hook on that piece of grass. Things are tough all over, kids. Folks at home, buckle up and hang on. This water is down. I'm starting to get to the point where I hate seeing water down. When you start seeing that couple foot on the side of the bank, it's like, I like that water up. I guess I'm gonna get up here and cast it across into that hole, and if I hook something, we'll see if the old carbon light will pull it out. I'll probably just go ahead. Oh, there we go. Charles got one.
At your dock.
Dude, don't be throwing on my dock. I'm not on that side of the bank yet.
That's a nice chunk.
Yeah, Charles got a nice chunk on his new rod. Well, he's had it a week or so now. Yeah, that is a nice one. Yep, that's a good chunk. Chatterbait.
Chatterbait.
Z-Man original too, isn't it?
On your dock, yes.
Probably one he got from me for $1.
Yes.
Wouldn't doubt it. Dude. Dude. Alright. Let's just, because maybe it's fate, call it fate. Call it fate black that I'm not using right at the moment. But call it what you will. Charles just talked me into it. I'm going to take the bait we just found at a whole different body of water that doesn't really have the greatest hook sharpening skills by me put on it. I'm going to put this bait right back on it.
Oh, I got to jump.
Well, I didn't see it. Charles, don't you ever have a bass jump without me watching with the camera. Now this dude
Why it jumped.
goes on way up.
Weren't watching.
Okay, so that crazy looking contraption, somebody was fishing that. You guys feel free to comment. Do you think it'll catch a fish?
What is it?
That's how they had it rigged up.
It looks good, honestly.
Yeah, the color like a bluegill type deal. So we'll throw it here first. We're kind of going to go in here because I'm going to throw across this grass real quick. That is shallow all the way across that thing. There's one. Little. Spit it out. All right. Is that 1 and 1? I missed one, got one. That dude should have been on. Hook is still sharp. You do have to double check these hooks sometimes. They're little, they're sharp hook, but they're not the same grade as the Gamakatsus or those, so they will get, and almost like it rolls the point up if you catch it on wood, or I guess sharpen or hard enough spot on the bass kind of thing.
Oh, I missed it. That was one though. That wasn't it.
There's one. Stay on. Wow, I've already stopped that thing like 15 times. All right, guys. Battery went dead right when I was hooking that fish, but I'm going to throw you guys right back on this chesty. All I did was I got him to the boat, looked at him, hit the button, let him swim back off. We're going to see how well my hook set was and how well that hook is still in that fish's mouth. So let's do it. I know, it's something you probably should not ever do. But when your battery goes dead right in the middle of fighting a fish in, right? Let's see if he's still on there, if he got off. Oh boy, still on, he's gonna jump. Look at that, that's the longest battle ever, Charles. So, that is a nice chunk too. Look, hooked perfectly. Oh yeah. Awesome fish. Whee! I should actually see if one of these will jump. We're just kind of drifting around. What we have here is what seems to be working anyway, other than kind of natural. Charles has more natural bluegill type color, and I've got this black and blue. But you can see the surface grass, but just below it is like a whole nother type of grass. And it's almost like you can make out little holes. And I think they're down in that grass, just ambushing stuff as it comes by on this, this shallow end of where we're at. So I think it's a matter of just getting, you know, coming across basically where they're in their laying, and you'll get them to come out, and you know, if you can entice them enough. Of course, the chatterbait is about a perfect thing to go across that and do that. I would guess you could maybe do that. I probably should get a spinnerbait out and see if you could do the same thing with the spinnerbait or a smaller swim bait.
And that's what I'm putting on a swim bait.
In that video for sure. But I was also, I'm at the back of the boat.
Oh, whatever.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the day me, you, and Matt went, you know. So, and I'm casting. I had a fish the whole time. So I'm casting up ahead of them occasionally, but you know the deal. Just like you, if you're following me down the bank, you know, you got to have definitely something working better than me to get more fish, you know, and you make for a time, but then you're usually the guy in the back of the boat doesn't catch as many as the guy in the front of the boat.
Except this guy, and I'm just better.
Well,
so I catch
yeah,
more
right.
fish.
But no, and here's, unless there's just an awesome bite going on, which happens a lot of times. But when a bite's tough,
Right.
if you're in the
No,
back of
you're
that
right.
boat,
yeah, you're sucking honey.
you're usually the dude that either doesn't get any or a couple, and the other guy up front gets like 5,
Yeah.
you know, or
Oh, yeah.
and it's like just a tough bite. So it was a tough bite. I mean, we still caught quite a few, but they're little dinks. Uh-oh, look at that rain. Look at that rain.
As long as it's just like this, though, I don't mind.
No, it's probably gonna get. Dude, you and me both like. I thought this thing started playing something or something. I'm like, what? What's that? Come on, Charlie, let's go. I'm like,
You gotta be his dog.
yeah. I'm like, what?
We were both like, is he talking to me?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, there we go with the boat.
Charles got one. Now, were you picking up the pace or no?
No.
Just
I
still
was
going slow.
reeling, stopping. Reeling, stopping.
Yeah, Charles got another one on that
And reeling slow.
natural color, but that ain't a Cast King. Or is it?
Yeah, it is.
It's still the Cast King bait. Nope. Of course, when we're watching, they're not going to jump. I don't think Charles's other one jumped. I think he
did.
lied. I
It
think
came totally up out of
I think that's a fish story, kids. We got a new attitude, a new old bait actually, but spray grass on 1/8 ounce shaky head VMC, DMX, Shimano Corrado BFS XG. I should be getting paid for this advertisement stuff, Charles.
What
It just catches fish. Oh, it come off. DMX? Did I not set the hook right?
Select HG. What is it? Just the breakings the difference in it and the DC?
Oh, the HG just means the gear ratio. SLX can come as a SLX, SLX XT, SLX DC, and then now they have an SLX BFS, which is the same as this Corrado
Right.
that I'm holding right here. But basically, all of them except for the BFS one are on the same frame, and they just are a little difference in the braking. The SLX BFS is this frame with
Is the
cheaper stuff,
HG
less bearings and stuff to make it cheaper.
Because the HG was like $99. SLX HG was like $99.
Yeah, that's just a stock SLX. That's not XT or anything, so it's the braking system's not as good as the other ones.
But then they
And
had
maybe
they had the DC that was like $180.
right, so you're paying that extra $80 for the DC computer braking stuff. And in all honesty, the Corrado I had DC, I wasn't. They're good reels, but I wasn't overly impressed. As long as you know how to cast, and you're not worried about pitching, flipping, skipping type stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fish on there.
I remember you weren't impressed with it, but
Yeah,
was
I mean,
just
it's a
looking at
good.
what they had and trying to figure
Yeah.
out.
And then
You know,
here's the thing is, I'll be honest with you. You've seen how I am about noise and reels and this and that.
Oh
that
yeah, and you said it whined so
that
bad.
whee,
Yeah.
whee. It's cool at first, and then you're like, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
This, jeez.
Microwave?
Dude. He just wouldn't stop. Get out of there. Why do I ever stop throwing this bait, Charles? Now, I threw this bait yesterday. I didn't actually, though, put it on a 1/8 ounce. I kept throwing on heavier stuff to get it down a little more if we're in deeper water. Oh, right. Oh my goodness, look out. Jesus. That's a little bitty one. Hit it right when I was picked up the pace. He must have been following it. But he was a little bitty. Definitely not one to try to repeat worrying about catching those little dudes. That was too small. Had my worm get turned. Oh well. Definitely this.
Yep, this is definitely better.
Just weightless.
Yeah, weightless.
Period with a.
With the big A's. Throwing the big A's weight.
I got another one right there at the dock. Oh my gosh, he's huge. Look, and he brought a side salad. Thank you. You're so generous. But I'm not vegan. I've got to order a couple more packs of these. I've only got used ones and they're all in not the greatest shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. They, ooh. Ah! As you guys can tell, I'm still there with my pitching and skipping skills. Oh!
Yeah.
Got it that time. I'm gonna let it set. Watch me pull a huge bass out of there. Oh, of course I'm on this 10-pound setup. Not even recording.
Yeah.
I was telling Charles we need to not have to resort to soft plastic so early, but it is working. That's a nice chunk. What always works is still working.
Mine isn't.
Shaky, shaky head. You need to put on, you don't have the,
I've got the spray. I've got like 2 spray grass. He gave you most of the spray grass.
I was going to say, do you have a spray? You don't have a spray grass
Yeah,
on.
I have one.
You don't have it on.
No.
Put it on.
This, I thought maybe, I mean, doesn't it look good though? With that pink core and then all that.
Yeah, but not for
not
this
for
water. Dirtier water, I would say. This water, I think, is dark colors as far as no intense colors or natural colors.
What's that?
Got one.
About the time I say, this is up.
Yeah. Ooh, he's a skier, Charles. He's coming by you. Whee! Well, a couple casts in, that color worked. Don't know if we got a pattern yet. That was an Olympic diver. I mean, I'm kind of creeping through here. I'm only on number 1 setting. I got another one. Might have a bait, Charles. It's a little better, I think. Yeah. Might have a bait. Stay on. Definitely got a chatterbait rod. Hey, oh, get out of here. I ain't tearing my thumb up today, mister. Dang it. Caught just enough of that grass it wouldn't drop. Got fish. I had to put my... That is a little bitty dude. I had to thumb the spool. I didn't even have the reel engaged. Not a great idea to do, but...
Something about the looks on it. I don't like the looks of the cut.
Well, it's just because the stock look, everybody, all you've seen is a stock look.
Yeah,
Nobody's done.
and it just looks like
I got a fish on the whole time.
looks like Ford attempted original.
Little dink.
Yeah, it looks like it should have Honda's badge on.
Well-
Hot rod, those old unibodies are cool, and I got a fish.
Yeah. What do you finally switch to?
Black and blue.
Black and blue chatterbait, which I've had, and then I switched to this bee height one, and now I'm throwing a. See, don't they have a blue tint to them? Grayish blue on the, like when you look at the angle.
Yeah.
There's a hit. Oh, we were just in the wrong part of this place.
Yeah.
Can you like it's like a
It's like a little bit of a
bluish tint today for some reason.
Probably all the overcast.
I call them more grayish blue than I would green. Charles got black and blue, but I think he also has a half ounce. Maybe that a little bit deeper. I'm sure it goes a little bit deeper. But you talked me back into it, Charles. Black. I want to think it was $7.
That was Chipotle's claim to fame, was you got these monster burritos because you could just pile
Right.
everything on it.
Right. You just went in and give me this. There's a fish. That might be a little bit nicer.
And usually you could only eat half of it.
Stay
and
on.
you took the other half
Ooh.
home because they were so huge.
Right.
Yeah. Our world's just gone to crap. Now what is that?
That's
What's
a nice
that?
chunk.
You see that like spot right there? Is that
No.
something right under the surface?
I don't even know what you're looking at. I don't see it.
Right there.
No. I think it's just the way the
Light.
water's laying. This water's weird. That fish, that's a nice chunk. Look at that. Black and blue. I need to put my blue line back on. Whee! But seriously, folks. A few different coffees when the girls want to go and get some kind of ice cream thing, because they do sell like an ice, I don't even know what it's called, but
Oh, they have like an iced frappe.
yeah, or like an ice cream, like a vanilla ice cream, basically. Oh, there's another fish. Charles, Starbucks has got me riled up. I do Monster though.
Yeah.
Oh, there's fish right under this
Good
boat.
with Monster. I've never heard anything about Monster. My big thing's with the military thing.
Well, yeah, if they're
Target and Starbucks.